Today, I'm going to present about the study titled Women Labor Force Participation and the Outcomes. So before that, greetings to Madam Roslina Mahmood and my fellow friends. I'm Thashalini Valayutham and I'm currently in the third year of International Business Program. So for the introduction, the concept of women labor force participation refers to the involvement of women in paid employment or entrepreneurial activities, whether it is a full-time or part-time. It holds immense importance due to its potential implications for not only women but also for societies and economies as a whole on various socio-economics aspects, including household income, economic growth, gender equality, educational attainment, and well-being. The objective of the study is to gain a deeper understanding of the factors that influence women's decision to participate in the labor market. Second will be to examine the impact of women labor force participation on various outcomes. And third will be to offer actionable recommendations that lead to the policies and measure promoting gender equality, creating supportive work environments, and dismantling barriers that hinder women's participation in the labor force. So when it comes to findings, to know whether women's participations in the labor force is increased or decreased by year, we came to know that Figure 1 comprises all leading users in 163 countries. Women account for 41.9% of the workforce based on the International Labour Organization reports, 39.5% in 2021 for the global workforce. It indicates that the share of women hired into the total workforce increasing from 41.6% to 42.1%. In the last 3 years, the proportion of jobs held by women increased again in 2021, followed by a slight drop in 2022 and a steeper decline in 2023 based on the jobs shown in this figure. Figure 2, we can see that the second quarter of 2023, the labor force participation rates for Canada, France, Germany, Italy, Japan, and the United Kingdoms, as well as United States and the OECD, were equally close to the record highs for women and men. As for the figure 3 also, we can see that the changes in the number of OECD employment for women and men by age in 2021 and 2022. So, based on these findings, we can actually see that women are equally competitive and participative when it comes to job in the current years. So what are the factors that can influence women's participation in the labor force? First thing first is social cultural norms and expectations. Second will be work-life balance that promote and facilitate women's participation in paid employment. And the third will be the presence of supportive social network like family support mentors and role models, which will be the encouragement for the women to participate in the labor market. Then the impacts of women's participations in the labor market can be categorized into two things, which is household transformation, and second will be the wage gap. In household transformation, we can actually see the economic well-being of household will be enhanced and increased of savings with the greater economic security of the family. It is also promotes a more egalitarian divisions of household responsibilities and decision making. For the wage gap, we can see that the skill development and educational opportunities will lead to the reduced wage disparities and competing on an equal footing with men in the labor market. Other than that, workplace policies and reforms which put pressures on employers and policymakers to implement policies that promote pay equity. What are the recommendations we can give is to implement family-friendly policies and work-life balance initiative which can reduce the barriers to women labor force participations. Next will be the encouraging women's entrepreneurship leads to increased labor force participation and also economic empowerment. Third will be raise awareness and challenge societal norms. The conclusion is women's labor force participation is a complex and multifaceted issue influenced by various socio-economic, cultural, and policy factors. Efforts to increase women's participation should focus on promoting gender equality, addressing barriers to entry, and providing support for work-life balance. Ultimately, higher participation of women in the labor force can lead to economic growth, improved diversity, and greater opportunity for women in the workforce. From me, thank you very much.